In Sparkel, understanding how to efficiently link your elements to items is essential for creating the tables that you want. So in this video, we're going to talk about the three main ways of linking elements. We're going to talk about manual linking, then we're going to talk about dynamic linking using filters, and then we're going to talk about using the Sparkel AI Copilot to see how that can do a lot of magic for you. So I already have this table called walls here, but it's empty. So I want to populate it with some data. The first thing I want to do is to only show my walls in the viewer. So then I use the filter here and simply filter out everything except for the walls. And then what I can do, I can right click select all visible, click add here, add item, give it a name. I'll just say all walls, press enter. And like that, I now have an item with all the walls connected to it. You can see that Sparkel has already calculated the total net area for the connected elements. And this will be live updated based on the linked elements. So let's say that these columns here, which are classified as walls, I don't want them to be part of my table. I can simply select them here in the viewer, make sure this all walls item is selected, and press this unlink button. You can see then that the number here updated and the net area calculation has also been updated. It's also possible to add more elements. Let's say if I want these column walls to be in my table again, I simply select them in the viewer, select this all walls item and click the link button. Now they are again a part of my item. Selecting elements and using the add and link button is what's called manual linking in Sparkel. That is simply by manually selecting the elements that you want to assign to an item and click the link or add button. Now I will show you how you can use a filter instead. So let's say that we're interested in only having the internal walls. So I can rename this by double clicking and I'll rename it to internal walls. And one thing I could do is manually clicking and selecting all of my external walls and then clicking unlink. But this can very quickly become tedious, and this is where filters can help. To illustrate, I'll add a new item which is called internal walls by filter. And then to apply a filter, select the item that you want to assign a filter to, click this dynamic link button here. And here you can define a filter based on all the data in your BIM model to be linked to this item. So now I would like to have, let's say, the IFC class equals wall. So now I've automatically assigned all the walls to my item. But not only that, I want them to be the internal walls. So I can add a new filter here and say wall common is external equals 0. 0 basically means no. So now Sparkel has applied this filter, so all walls where the is external property equals 0. You can easily see if an item has been linked using manual links or dynamic link by looking at the icon in the elements column here. You can see here in this item there's a link with some magic sparkles around it, and in this item where we assign them using selection there's a regular link icon. So you might have noticed that creating these filters might be a bit complicated and you need to know exactly where the data in your model is, and you probably need to know a bit of IFC as well, and that's where the Sparkel AI Copilot comes in. This lets you use AI to use natural language to create these filters automatically. Let's see. The Sparkel Copilot can be found by this dark input field right here. So I can simply type internal walls. Press enter. Wait for about 5 to 10 seconds. And then you can see here Sparkel has already created this item for me and the dynamic link has already been assigned. Sparkel Copilot can even be used to create more complicated filters. So we can even write something like internal walls in the second floor where the net area is larger than 3 square meters. So now Sparkel has created this new filter. You can see it's only in the second floor, but if we look at the filter it has created, it's a wall, it's external set to 0, it is on the second floor, and it's found the area and set it larger than 3. So using manual filters or dynamic filters or even AI interchangeably is how you can be extremely efficient in achieving what you want in Sparkel. A lot of the time you might be able to create the filters that you need using Copilot. Other times you maybe have to define your own filters, or many times even clicking and selecting and using manual links is the way to go. It all depends on your project.